Hey YouTube, so my name's Tina and I'm making this video to celebrate today, which is my 200th day of running in a row. This is my run streak and I just want to make this video to kind of like commemorate my journey so far. I'm planning to add clips later on or photos of days that were memorable or just really nice photos I took. And I just want to kind of have this for myself in the future just to look back on. YouTube, I feel like when something's on YouTube, it's here forever. Also, it'd be nice if you guys do a run streak and share your experience in the comments below. In case you didn't know what a run streak was, it's running every day, and I think there's like some official US body that says the minimum is a mile a day or 1.6 kilometers. I live in Canada, so for my run streak, I'm doing a minimum 2 kilometers. I'm averaging, I think, 7.5 kilometers a day. Today, for my 200th day, I'm celebrating by eating 20 pieces of sushi and running 20 kilometers. The run first, and then the sushi after to celebrate. So yeah, I'm really excited to make this video. And then I actually have been thinking about making more content on my YouTube, maybe talk about running. There's a huge community on Instagram, which is where I usually post my stuff. And honestly, I get a lot of inspiration from that community. So I thought maybe I would share my journey because, you know, I'm not an athlete, I'm not a professional runner. I'm an average person, and honestly, like, if I can do it and you are interested in running, or it's something that you've always wanted to, but you know, maybe held back, the time to start is now. So I really hope that I can be that average potato that can inspire you and also motivate you. Anyway, so enjoy the video and thanks for watching. Okay, wow, just for making this one video, I already appreciate all the work that goes into making a YouTube video, because this video is obviously a super low quality and that took a while to figure out the configuration on how to frame myself. I'm filming myself like this because I felt it was best for be able to put clips of me talking to you guys, and also I can also interject clips or photos of my 200-day streak. And you probably looking at this who's not in my life or not me in the future would be like, this is kind of crazy, but you know, whatever, it's for me and that's all that matters. So basically, so I started my streak on April 21st, and that was after like a month of me coming back from Thailand with my boyfriend. We were traveling for a few months and then the pandemic happened, so unfortunately we had to buy a flight back to Canada. We were both unemployed, we didn't qualify for any of the programs, so it was kind of tough to cope with. Like, looking back, I feel like it was a tough time in our lives, but at the time, you know, whenever you're in like a crisis, you don't really realize that was a tough time to look back on it because you just have to deal with your life when it happens. So that's when I started my streak. A week after I started my streak. So at this point, it wasn't even an intentional streak. I literally had started running every day because it was just something to do. I was unemployed. We couldn't see our friends. This is big in April, so we were never in a lockdown, but there were definitely a lot of restrictions. I think at this time in 2020, with the pandemic and COVID, we really weren't sure what it meant to see people outside or inside. So I really didn't see anyone except my family and my boyfriend. So yeah, so during my birthday, which is May 4th, and for me, I'm definitely one of those people where my birthday is like a big deal and I want to celebrate the biggest way I can. So like, one year I shaved my head, as in like I got my friends to shave it for me. One year I organized like a recycling garbage pickup. So then this year I asked everyone to participate apart but together virtually. So because I like running, I asked anyone that could to run 3.1 miles or 5 kilometers and send me a run selfie, or I asked people to pick up 31 pieces of trash, or I asked people to donate $31 to ALS Society of BC. And ALS Society of BC is an organization that's close to my heart because my aunt, who I was really close with, passed away from it a few years ago. So yeah, so the streak continued. I guess also, like, if you're wondering why do a streak, well, I guess I kind of talked about it, but from what I see on why people do a streak on Instagram and on the Reddit running community, it's just, I don't know, it's just something that, like, once you build a habit, it kind of is something you look forward to, or it's something that no matter what happens in your life, it's like something that you know you can set time aside for you every day. So, with a minimum 1 mile, or for me, 2 kilometers, I know no matter how crazy life gets or how busy I get, there'll always be 10 minutes where I can set aside for me, and that's like super important to have this. And now that I'm day 200, I definitely feel like, I don't know, it's like the same as brushing my teeth. If I don't brush my teeth, I don't feel right. And I have to say, like, I usually do my runs during the daytime, but on days where, life gets busy and I have to run at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or even 11:59 p.m., I definitely feel something's off, or even a bit of anxiety until I do my run. Which my friend actually makes fun of me and says that maybe I'm addicted to running, which is possible. I don't see why not, but there's worse things I can be addicted to. So I remember during this time I ran a lot in downtown Vancouver, which was really nice. Here were some scenes. I ran with my brother too, and he actually only picked up running a year ago, and he got super fast. He ran quite a bit, and I felt like it was something that bonded us together. Unfortunately, we don't run as often anymore together, or at all really, but I hope it's something that we can do more in the future. And like this spring, like here were some pictures of some flowers and stuff. Like I felt like because of the pandemic, it made everyone kind of like appreciate nature more. Like obviously, I knew that spring flowers happen every year and bloomed every year, and they were great. But I just never really appreciate them really till this year, or notice how beautiful they were. Oh, one day, this was inspired from, I think, an Instagram post where I saw people would start running the routes and drawing things. So that was the first thing I drew. Didn't really have a plan, but it turned out hilarious, I felt. And then I made people guess what it was. So here I tried to draw a lizard or dinosaur. This one I tried to plan more out, and it was supposed to be a chicken on its side. But a lot of people guessed like an engine or something like that. Oh, so for a week I also went to Calgary, where my boyfriend's family was. And it was kind of fun to run here because I didn't know that Calgary was a higher elevation. So the first day I ran by myself, I was like, holy cow, I'm really out of breath. So that was pretty funny to experience. And when I came back to Vancouver, I definitely felt it was easier to run. But that could just be my mind playing tricks on me. And the thing about run streak that's kind of great is that when you set aside time every day to run, you realize how like all you really have are excuses. Okay, so one thing from my run streak that I really came to realize, and I don't know, like it just shows you like how like in life it's all about discipline. Sometimes you just can't wait for motivation, and because I committed to running every day, it was really nice and satisfying when I had days where like I went camping and I would have my friends run with me, and it was just great to have a community where you have people, no matter how ridiculous your goals are, they will do the thing with you to make sure you meet your goal. So that was like really awesome to have friends like that. And so we went camping and we ran sometimes, even though it's just like the minimum 1 mile or 2 kilometers. Then summer happened, and I was very lucky that I have lots of friends to run with. I live in Vancouver, so the temperature is really mild, which is great. And then, during the summer, I ran quite a bit. I think I hit like 300 kilometers in August. And that was kind of fun because the way I did that was I really had to plan out my runs. So things I would do is if I have a barbecue with my friends in Vancouver, I would go to the barbecue, and then I would give a bag of my stuff to my friend who lives near me to bring home, and then I would run home. So this is the day we had barbecue, and I ran like the half-mile distance home. That was like pretty fun. This day was pretty funny because I was having dinner with a friend, and then I was telling him how I had to pick up an axe from a friend, and I was going to run home from my friend's house back to my house with the axe, and how I look like a crazy person. And luckily, my friend who I was having dinner with lives near the friend that I was picking up the axe from. So then he came with me, and he was like, "Let me see how big the axe is, and I can drive you home if it's too big." So luckily, as you can see here, I didn't run with an axe, or I would look like a crazy person. This this was a fun one. So this one I drew, it was again a Strava art, and it's supposed to be a guy waving and he's saying hi. This one I had to stop to take a break at 7-Eleven and have a Slurpee because it was super hot. More days with like really nice weather in Stanley Park. If you're ever in Vancouver to visit and you're a runner or you like running, you should definitely check out the seawall and run there. This was a special day because this is my 100th day of running, and 3 of my friends joined me, and they surprised me at the end with these balloons to celebrate my 100 days. I really didn't expect it. It was awesome, and I just feel very lucky to have friends like this in my life. And then yeah, like running makes you really appreciate, I don't know, just like nature. Like during the summer, was able to run quite a bit and really got to enjoy the scenery in Vancouver. Oh, also, in August, I tried to start running in the morning at 5 a.m. So here are some pictures. It was definitely very rewarding to see the sunrise every day, but it was also really hard. And obviously, when September rolled around, I wasn't able to continue it. But from this, I did start a separate Instagram called 5 a.m. Run Club. So if you are on Instagram and you're a runner and you run in the morning, please follow my Instagram. I kind of curate this little community to kind of motivate and push each other. Although having said that, I do not run right now at 5 a.m. So I'm a bit of a hypocrite, but I'm here to cheer you on if you do so. Because all my followers live in like the south part of America, so it's still like quite warm and hot where they run, and it's still bright. And I'm so envious when I see their photos. So here are some more. Oh my god, okay, so this day. So me and my friends did this overnight hike where we hiked 40 kilometers in 2 days and 1 night. And when we came back from our hike the next day, we unpacked our stuff, and I told my boyfriend that if I don't run now, I'm gonna break my streak. So I literally unpacked our stuff, then went for a run. It was really short, only 2 kilometers, and I ran quite slow. But during this 2 kilometer run is when I decided that my streak is not ending unless I physically cannot run, because I could not believe that I was able to do that run after hiking 40 kilometers in 24 hours with our big backpacks. Oh, it was really fun. This one, me and my friend, we check out her art. Her name is just Stanley Art on Instagram, and we ran through the forest in Stanley Park. It was super nice, and I wish I felt safe. Not that Vancouver's totally dangerous, but you know, as a shorter woman, I don't necessarily feel safe running in the forest by myself, because you know you could get injured, things could happen. But yeah, it was really fun to run with my friend Jess through the forest. Oh, here was during the summer, so this actually September. Oh my god, time flies. Where basically we had a bit of smog or smoke from the forest fires in California. So that was like a tough time to run. I think during the whole week I only ran 2 kilometers to get my streak going, but I tried to run slow and tried to not inhale smoke as well. And I did a weekend getaway trip with my girlfriends, and that was nice because they did the run with me. And we stayed in this farm, and there's this really cute dog and this really cute cat, and the dog would actually go for a run with us, which is like really sweet. It kind of like herded us and followed us, or sorry, herded us as in like led us, but look back to make sure we're still following her and then keep running. And then fall rolled around. That was super nice. Love fall leaves, love autumn leaves, love the fall. Great season to run in because it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's perfect, it's clear air. Love running in the fall. Please enjoy all these fall photos. This is the other weekend getaway. And I don't know, I feel like running just brings people together. And like I said, it's a really fun community that you can build around yourself. Even though my friends don't always love running. In October, I actually dedicated all my runs on Instagram to spreading awareness about Indigenous communities in Canada. So every day I would post something regarding like the history, the rights, conflict that's still happening, celebrating people in the Indigenous community, kind of seeing and kind of sharing like why it's such a big issue of injustice in Canada. Despite Canada being a very safe country to live in and very welcoming, it's not a perfect country. So wherever you're from watching this video, no matter how good you think your country is or how good your life is, because I know my life is really good, take time to think about how you can learn more about stuff that's happening in your country that isn't right, and just educate yourself, you know? It's important to do that. Some more fall running, and now I'm on day 200 today. So again, I think I said before, I'm celebrating by after work running 20 kilometers with my friend who I actually just met a few weeks ago. And it's so nice because I forget how, because of the pandemic, I haven't been meeting new people, obviously. But I worked at the elections a few weeks ago and I met someone. And I forget how nice it is to connect with someone when meeting them and becoming friends through shared interests. So it's been really great. So yeah, so that's my journey so far in the 200 days. It was a bit of a ramble, but I don't know, hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you want to follow my Instagram, it's running.for.ramen. And yeah, hopefully also future me would have enjoyed this video. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Bye.